Okay, just before I show you how to chop the holes into the shape that we've got there, I'm going to show you how to actually draw the shape all in one go without having to go backwards and forwards up to the node editor tool. So I'm going to use the Bezier tool, and I'm going to zoom in on this one. So I'm going Control and the scroll wheel, and I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to click and drag up that way, and now you can see the little red line there, and I'm going to click and drag. So last time I was showing you how to just do this all square to start with, or all sharp points, and then alter them to get curves. But this time, the way I'm doing it is I'm going click, hold the mouse down and drag, and you'll see that little red line following me around. Now this one is a bit more difficult, but just practice with it and see if you can get there. And as you can see, the red line follows you, and when I click and drag, it alters it, okay, and you can get all out of whack like that. So you just keep an eye on the red line that's sort of behind or in front of you like that, okay, and I'm clicking and holding down the scroll wheel to get that to move along. So I'm going to click about here, but instead of just clicking the once, I'm click and drag, and I'll watch that line and see it follow out and meet the shape. Okay, so after a while this becomes a little easier. Initially you really will probably find that you hate the thing, but it's definitely, once you get good at it, you can actually do quite a lot of stuff with it. So just going around the corner of that, and I'll click about here and drag out, and then I get my nice curve. Pressing down and holding the scroll wheel to get around there. So I'm going to go around about here, click and drag, and you can see that I can get my handle going in the right place there. And if it's wrong, and that one is a bit wrong, don't worry too much, because we can fix it later. So I'll click and drag down there, and on it goes, down around here. And just remember that you're not going to get it perfect first time normally. Some people do because they're really good at these things and have had a lot of experience, but you will get there. I'm just going to zoom out so you can see a wee bit more there. So you can see this time it's taking a lot quicker to actually get around there. So I'm going around like that, getting around back to about here, dragging it out, and you're always sort of looking at where the next one's going to go. About there, around about there, click, and I'll click and finish that one off. And there you go, there's the basic shape. You can see there's some issues, and any issues that you do get, like that bit there, you can come back to your node tool, as you know, and you can fix them up with your handles, etc, etc. So that fixes that piece up. I might need another node there, so just a bit of a recap. If I double click with the node tool, it gives me a new node, and I can get that sorted out nicely. Grab that handle, move that down, and as you can see, we're getting a nice smooth flowing shape. And that one was probably a lot quicker than the first one, but also a lot more difficult. So whatever way suits you, go for that one, and eventually you'll get to this point. So that's pretty much it there. I'll just recap and fill that in again. Actually I won't, I'll just leave it like that. Grab that piece and I'll move that off there. So we've got two of those now, so we've got our two shapes. There we go. That one drawn with the same Bezier tool, but altering it afterwards. That one doing it at the same time. Next video we'll start looking at how we can sort of punch those holes in there.